Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
You may have seen the pictures yesterday of what looked like the coronation. There was King Charles, there was Camilla, her ladies in waiting. There were lots of people all dressed up in their pomp and ceremony, horse-drawn carriages. It was the opening of Parliament, and King Charles III delivered his first King's speech since becoming the monarch.
This is like the Geoffrey Rush movie.
Without the stuttering. This is the last king to oversee the state opening of Parliament was George VI in 1950.
That was the Geoffrey Rush movie.
Yeah. We've had the Queen since then. There was so much pomp and ceremony. I'm a fan, as you know, of the history and whatever, but wow, it was massive. So the carriage, he was in a carriage, the Diamond Jubilee State carriage, the coach. This is a ceremony that goes back centuries. The carriage made its way from Buckingham Palace to Westminster. The King used the Sovereign's entrance, reserved for the monarch, before making his way to the throne in the House of Lords. Camilla was by his side. The MPs this is weird too, were summoned by the Lords of the Black Rod.
We have the Black Rod here as well.
We do, and this is an unusual thing. Before entering the House of Commons, the Black Rod has the door shut in their face, symbolising the chamber's independence from the monarchy.
And then they have to bash the rod on the door.
Yeah, I'm saying, hey, nothing personal. We're doing that bit now.
Avon calling.
The King wore the imperial state crown and the robe of state. Camilla wore George IV state something as she blah, blah, blah to the sovereign throne.
Yeah, right.
It's full on. The King and Queen made their way back to Buckingham Palace following the speech, and a fanfare played. Just massive. The King wore...
Was there a big turnout? A lot of people were into this?
Well, I don't know. Harley said he was watching it and there was all these barriers up outside to stop the throng. He said there wasn't much
There was
of a
no throng.
Not as much of a throng.
See, that'd be a good thing. If
Camilla was wearing a throng.
I think Camilla's kind of sexy, so that's a good bit of mental imagery there.
Okay. Sorry to have taken everyone else there. The crown that the King was wearing yesterday is worth $57 million.
No.
Yeah.
57 million.
Yeah. And all this pomp and ceremony. I wonder if the British probably love that. But you know what a big topic of his speech was?
57 million, though. And that crown, it doesn't really sit on his head properly. Like, it doesn't take much to him to suddenly look like
I know.
Georgie King.
They have
if
to
it goes to
practice.
the side a bit.
They have to
And
practice.
then he's like,
Drunken King. They do. It's so heavy, and those ears and everything have to work their way around it. $57 million was his crown, as well as the cost of the rest of it. And his speech primarily was about, interestingly, the cost of living.
My minister's focus is on increasing economic growth and safeguarding the health and security of the British people for generations to come. My government will continue to take action to bring down inflation, to ease the cost of living for families and help businesses fund new jobs and investments.
I saw something yesterday that said this man asked his government to help ease the country's cost of living crisis, wearing a coat made of rare slaughtered animals, a silly hat worth more than the combined annual income of every single Briton, and while sitting on a chair that took 1,000 nuns 50 years to embroider while they lived on bread and water in a mouldy Scottish basement.
irony!
To ease the cost of living for families.
But maybe the English like it. Maybe they go,
Maybe
look,
they
it's
do
like
it, you know.
people who have no money liking
Sure.
the Pope living in the Vatican.
I got no teeth and I'm eating bread, but
But look where the Pope is.